All right, so here we are. We're in the next assignment, which is week 6, photo editing. Here you go, sophomores, week 6, photo correction, okay? There's several parts to this particular project. So we'll go down here. So here's the design brief. I'm not going to read it to you. You can read it to yourself, okay? The idea here is we're going to work on two main pieces, which is working with colorizing a photograph and then repairing a photograph. The colorizing a photograph is great and kind of fun and interesting, but it's really going to hone in your skills on how to mask in Photoshop, which is really important. Part of that whole non-destructive photo editing process. And masks are great, as you're going to see as you start to work with them, because no matter what you do, you can always go back, fix, adjust, change. All right. So the assignment objectives. All right. You're going to use the supplied images. So basically, you've got two projects for the colorizing. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to follow along the tutorial, which is here, okay? And you've got your colorized tutorial files, all right? So if I pop this open. So inside here, here's the video as well. Here's the tutorial image. Here's the tutorial reference. And there's actually steps to the tutorial here. Now, these won't make sense necessarily. You're going to need the video, but I've got these written out in case people want to see them as well. I find that helps. More so the second time. You may even want to watch the video without doing anything and then go back and do it. That might help as well, but that's going to be your workflow, okay? It's up to you. So that's the first part of colorizing. You're going to follow the video, and you're going to follow along step by step, and you're going to colorize that photo. The second part is the colorizing assignment. So inside here, I've got two photos for you. I've got a reference photo, all right, and I've got a black and white photo. So you're going to use the reference photo. This is Don Cheadle, if you don't know who Don Cheadle is. You're going to use the reference photo, and you're going to colorize this photo after you watch the technique in the tutorial. So you're going to do it in the tutorial, then you're going to do it with this image. And you can always reference the video if you need to, or you can reference the written steps. That's why I have those as well, okay? So there's two steps to colorizing. The first is to colorize the image in the video, and the other is to colorize the one that I gave you, okay? And you're going to hand both those in Google Classroom. There's a separate assignment for each one. Okay, so that's the first part. Once you finish that, the next part is to do the photo repair. And so you've got your sophomore photo correction here. And I'm going to go over how you would begin this process and how you would repair the photo. And we're going to do some photo repair techniques. But the objective is to repair this photo back to what it should have looked like before it got ripped up. Okay. All three of these assignments take some time. I'm going to be very particular about this. I'm going to be zooming in on your Photoshop pieces. I'm going to be looking at all the stuff, okay, because I want to make sure that it's correct. Down here, you got some examples of some different colorizing, all right, as well as a repair and a colorize. So for extra credit, if you want to, you can colorize the photo that you repair, or if you want to find a black and white photo of your own and colorize that, you can, all right. But again, the main technique here is to work to repair. So here's a colorization of this photo. Okay, and you can see how, if you didn't know it was in black and white, it looks realistic. And that's what this technique's really kind of great. I used to teach a different technique, and I found this one to be much, much more realistic. And that's going to be the objective here. It's going to be realism. Does it look real? Are the tones right? Are the colors right? Is everything real? Okay, and we'll beat it to death, as we always do, with looking at it. Okay, but that's the basic introduction. All right, you're going to need the video. You've got the two colorizations, and then you've got your photo correction. Okay, I said everything's in Classroom. So if you go to Classroom and it's not posted yet, you'll see it when it's up there. But in your classwork, you've got your photo repair, your colorizing tutorial, and your colorizing with the supplied image. And as far as the rubric is here. So you got effectiveness, quality, and technique. Okay, and you can see where your points are totaled up. Obviously, effectiveness is the largest of the point totals. Okay, but is it real? Does the piece look real? Is it believable and not at all photoshopped? All right, that's what you're looking for. There's your goal there. Okay, but that's there as well under Classroom that you can look at if you have questions about your point totals. Okay, so you've got first and foremost the video. Secondly, you're going to colorize the photo I supplied. And then third, you're going to begin the photo repair. And if you get done and have time, you can either colorize that for extra credit, or you can colorize another black and white photo that you want to colorize. All right. So after this video, you can move on to the next video, which will be all about how to repair the photo.